Chapter 8. Verbs, finite and non-finite. Verbs can occur in finite and non-finite forms. A. Study the following sentences carefully. I sing songs. Present. I sang songs. Past. I will sing songs. Future. I sing songs. First person. You sing songs. Second person. He sings songs. Third person. He sings songs. Singular. They sing songs. Plural. In the above sentences, the verb sing has a tense. It agrees with the subject in person and number. Such a verb as is limited by person, number and tense is called a finite verb. Verbs that agree with the subject in person and number and are governed by tense are called finite verb. B. Read the following sentences. 1. The girl wants to read books. 2. I found the girl reading a book. 3. Reading books is a good habit. In these sentences, to read and reading are not limited by the number and person of any subject. They have no tenses and therefore do not take any auxiliary verbs to form tenses. These verbs are called non-finite verbs. Non-finites are derived from verbs and have certain features of the verb, but they have no subject and therefore are not limited by number and person like a verb that has a subject. They may function as nouns, adjectives, or adverbs. A non-finite verb is that which is derived from a verb but has no subject and therefore is not limited by the number and person of any noun or pronoun. The non-finite verb in sentence 1, to read, is called an infinite infinitive. In sentence 2, reading is called a participle, and in sentence 3, reading is a gerund. Thus, we have verb 1. Finite. 2. Non-finite. First, the infinitive. Second, the gerund. Third, the participle. C. As indicated above, there are three forms of non-finites. First, the infinitive. To sing, to play, to read. Present infinitives. To have sung, to have played, to have read. Perfect infinitives. Second, the gerund. Singing, playing, reading. Third, the participle. Singing, playing, reading. Present participle. Sung, played, read. Past participle. The gerund and the present participle have the same form, what we normally describe as the ing form. But their functions are quite different. The gerund is partly a verb and partly a noun. The participle is partly a verb and partly an adjective. C. Non-finite. First, the infinitive. Read the following sentences. 1. She wants to sing. Object of the finite verb. 2. They hope to win. Object of the finite verb. 3. To steal is a crime. Subject of the verb. 4. My father asked me to go. Complement. 5. His aim is to become a singer. Complement. The bold verbs to sing, to win, to steal, to go, and to become are infinitives. Although they are verbs, they are used here as nouns. In sentences 1 and 2, the infinitives to sing and to win are the objects of the finite verbs wants and hope respectively. In sentence 3, to steal is the subject of the verb is. In sentence 4 and 5, the infinitives to go and to become are complements. Thus, we see that infinitives in the given sentence act as nouns. An infinitive can be a subject or an object of a verb. Also, it may be used as complement of a verb or an object. There are two kinds of infinitives. A. Bare infinitives. The root form of the verb without to is called the bare infinitive. Examples: I saw her weep. She made them sit properly. The following groups of words are followed by bare infinitives. 1. Auxiliary verbs. Do, does, did, can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, need, must, dare. Examples: I shall go to Delhi. He must do this. She may help you. You need not go there, though you need to go there. He dared to disobey me, but he dare not disobey me. Important note. After need and dare, we retain to in positive sentences but drop it in negative ones. 2. Transitive verbs. Make, let, bid, feel, heat, hear, see, watch, notice, observe, etc. Examples. I heard her sing a song. We saw her cross the road. She felt the cold air strike against her face. They made him behave properly. 3. Phases with had and would. As, had better, had rather, had sooner, would sooner, had as soon, sooner than. Examples. I would rather die than beg. She had better stop smoking. You had better ask her permission. 4. The conjunction than and the preposition but. Examples. I would rather walk than ride your scooter. He did nothing but laugh. But is not followed by to only when it is preceded by the verb do. B. Two infinitives are used in the following cases. 1. Out and have are followed by two infinitives if these words are used to express some obligation or duty. Examples. We ought to respect our elders. We ought to help the poor and needy. I have to support my family. She has to live with her quarrelsome husband. They had to pay their fees. You have to hire a taxi. 2. The to infinitive is used to express some reason or purpose. Examples. She came here to consult you. I went to Delhi to see my publisher. I stopped at the market to buy some fruit. He has joined this organization to serve people. 3. The following verbs are followed by to infinitive if they are used to express some intention, desire or readiness. Want, hope, like, love, hate, promise, intend, propose, decide, swear, learn, remember, forget, agree, consent, neglect, refuse, attempt, fail, hesitate, prepare, care, pretend, determine, arrange, seem. Examples. I want to help her. She decided to join the club. I forgot to answer the question. He promised to reach the station in time. We agreed. Chapter 8. Verbs. Finite and 4. The following transitive verbs are followed by an object with to infinitive. Ask, advise, allow, beg, compel, encourage, force, instruct, invite, oblige, order, permit, persuade, request, tell, teach, warn, etc. Examples. We begged him to help us. My mother asked me to work hard. The teacher allowed her to enter the class. She requested her to forgive her. 5. Look at the use of the infinitives in these sentences. To go there is not safe. To cheat others is not proper. To find fault is easy. To drive slowly is wise. Although grammatically these sentences are correct, they can be made to look elegant if written as the following. It is not safe to go there. It is not proper to cheat others. It is easy to find fault. It is wise to drive slowly. 6. The use of the infinitive with adverb to. Examples. This room is very small. It cannot accommodate all of us. This room is too small to accommodate all of us. It is very dark. I cannot go out alone. It is too dark for me to go out alone. Savita is so young that she should not get married yet. Savita is too young to get married yet. Sheila is so slow that she cannot complete the paper in time. Sheila is too slow to complete the paper in time. 7. Using the infinitive to make sentences compact. Examples. We were shocked when we heard the sad news. We were shocked to hear the sad news. You will have to work hard if you want to stand first in the class. You will have to work hard to stand first in the class. It was said that Mr. Ambani was a great industrialist. Mr. Ambani was said to be a great industrialist. 8. Joining pairs of sentences by using an infinitive. Examples: She stayed at home. She wanted to look after her old parents. She stayed at home to look after her old parents. He has 3 children. He must get them educated. He has 3 children to get educated. She had no money. She could not buy bread. She had no money to buy bread. Note: the infinitive may be active or passive. When active, it may be a present and a perfect form and may merely name the act, or it may represent progressive or continued action as active. Present: to love. Perfect: to have loved. Present continuous: to be loving. Present perfect continuous: to have been loving. Passive: present: to be loved. Perfect: to have been loved. C. Non-finite. Second, the gerund. The ing form of an English verb when used as a noun is called the gerund. A gerund has the characteristics of a noun as well as of a verb. It is a double part of speech, a noun and a verb combined. Read the following sentences. 1. Walking is good for health. Subject. 2. Lying is a sin. Subject. 3. I love swimming. Object. 4. He knows dancing. Object. In these sentences, the words walking, lying, swimming and dancing are the present participle forms of the respective root verbs, but at the same time, they also act as the subject objects of the verbs, nouns, in the sentences. Such verb nouns are called gerund. A gerund is that form of the verb which ends in ing and has the force of a noun and a verb. The gerund is used in the following cases. 1. Subject to a verb. Examples: swimming improves our health. Smoking causes cancer. 2. Object to a verb. I dislike smoking. She loves dancing. 3. Object to a preposition. He is fond of playing cricket. She was interested in visiting London. 4. Complement to a verb. My favorite hobby is singing. His only aim is cheating. 5. In opposition to a pronoun. It is no use crying. It is unwise inviting him. 6. The following verbs can take a to infinitive as well as a gerund. Advise, allow, attempt, begin, continue, hate, intend, learn, like, love, propose, regret, remember, forget, start. Examples: to infinitive. Gerund. 1. He intends to live here. He intends living here. 2. I propose to leave soon. I propose leaving soon. 3. I love to hear this song. I love hearing this song. 4. I remembered to see him. I remembered seeing him. 5. We prefer to travel by air. We prefer traveling. 4. The following transitive verbs are followed by an object. 7. The following verbs of sensation can take a bare infinitive as well as a gerund. Feel, hear, notice, observe, see, watch, etc. Examples: bare infinitive, gerund. 1. I heard her come in. I heard her coming in. 2. She saw me cross the road. She saw me crossing the road. 3. The teacher noticed me shout in the class. The teacher noticed me shouting in the class. 4. I watched him leave the room. I watched him leaving the room. 8. The following verbs must be used with the gerund only. It is wrong to use the infinitive after them. Avoid, defer, delay, detest, dislike, dread, enjoy, excuse, finish, forget, imagine, keep equals continue, mind equals take as ill, pardon, postpone, prevent, recollect, resent, Risk, stop, suggest, try equals test, understand. Examples: we always avoid meeting them. She detests calling names. They have postponed it going there. Do you mind coming here? 9. The gerund is used with the following expressions also: be worth, be no good, can't bear, can't stand, can't help. Examples: this house is worth buying. It's no use crying over spilt milk. It's no good irritating others. She can't bear living away from her children. I can't stand smoking in my room. We can't help laughing at him. 10. If a noun or pronoun is used before a gerund, it must be in the possessive case. Examples: I dislike Ravi's coming late daily. A man's future depends on his working hard. I forbid his coming here. Do you mind my smoking here? Note: 1. A gerund and a present participle look alike, but a gerund is used like a noun and a present participle is used like an adjective. Examples: he is in the habit of boasting. Gerund: a boasting man is never liked. Participle: running is good exercise. Gerund: we caught a running train. Participle: gambling ruined his life. Gerund: we found him gambling. Participle: 2. The gerund of a transitive verb has the following forms: active, passive, present loving, present being loved, perfect having loved, perfect having been loved. C. Non-finite, third, the participle. The form of verb which has the characteristics of a verb as well as an adjective is called the participle. A participle is a double part of speech, a verb and an adjective combined. Read the following sentences carefully. 1. She is sleeping. Present participle as a verb. 2. They were reading. Present participle as a verb. 3. This is your rocking chair. Present participle as an adjective. 4. The running train caught fire. Present participle as an adjective. 5. The eggs got rotten. Past participle as a verb. 6. She has cooked food. Past participle as a verb. 7. Having done their work, the workers left. Perfect participle. 8. Having seen the movie, they went home. Perfect participle. From the sentences given above, it is clear that we have the following three types of participles. First, present participle. First form of verb plus ing as sleeping, reading, singing, playing, etc. Second, the past participle. Third form of verb as slept, sung, written, played, walked, broken, etc. Third, perfect participle. Having plus third form of verb as having slept, having sung, having seen, having played, etc. First, use of present participle. The present participle may be used: A. As an adjective placed before the noun it qualifies, used attributively. Barking dogs seldom bite. A rolling stone gathers no mass. He sat in a rocking chair. B. As an object complement placed after the object, noun or pronoun. I saw the child crying. We heard her singing. We saw the sun rising. C. As a subject complement placed after the verbs like be, seem, appear, etc. The story is interesting. The old man seems ailing. The long journey was tiring. Note: both the subject complement and object complement are used for complementing a sentence. They are said to be used predicatively. D. As an adjective phrase generally put after the noun it qualifies. The child crying for milk has gone to sleep. The boy wearing a blue shirt is very intelligent. The purse lying on the table is mine. E. To express an earlier action or one of the actions of the same subject. Opening his umbrella, he moved into the rain. Seeing the police, the thief ran away. Taking a stick, he killed the snake. Second, past participle. Stolen, given, finished, learned. A. The past participle usually ends in ed, d, en, t or n. B. The past participle denotes an action of or state which is completed. The burnt child, the process of getting burnt is completed. The wounded soldier, the process of getting wounded is completed. C. If the past participle is formed from a transitive verb, it is passive in form, as the burnt child, the child was burnt, passive. The tired traveler, the traveler was tired, passive. A past participle is a non-finite verb which is the third form of the verb and works like an adjective. Some more examples of past participle. Blinded by a dust storm, they fell into disorder. Deceived by his friend, he lost all hope. Time misspent is time lost. Driven by hunger, he stole a piece of bread. Third, the perfect participle having plus past participle of a verb or having been plus past participle of a verb. It denotes an action which has completed at some point of time, as having finished my work, I went out. Having been found guilty, Raj was punished. Having heard the lecture, we returned home. Having been examined, I came back. Forms of different participles. Active, passive. Present, loving. Present, being loved. Perfect, being having loved. Perfect, having been loved. Past. 7. The following verbs of sensation can take a bare infinitive and D. Joining pairs of sentences by using participles. We can join pairs of sentences by using participles also. Examples: 1. The women saw a bull. The bull was coming in her direction. The object of the first sentence is the subject of the second sentence. The women saw a bull coming in her direction. 2. I saw some children. They were playing in the park. I saw some children playing in the park. 3. He took out his gun. He fired at the dacoit. Here, both the sentences have the same subject, so we convert one of the finite verbs into a participle. 4. The stag saw the hounds. It took to its heels. Seeing the hounds, the stag took to its heels. Note: in each of the examples given above, the two actions mentioned in the two sentences occur simultaneously. In example 1, the women seeing the bull and the bull coming in her direction are taking place simultaneously, so we use the continuous form of the participle. But sometimes the second action takes place only after the first has been completed. In such cases, we convert the verb denoting the first of the actions into a perfect participle. Examples: 5. The robbers saw the policeman, they ran away. Having seen the policeman, the robbers ran away. 6. She had spent all her money. She asked for some from her friends. Having spent all her money, she asked for some from her friends. E. Errors in the use of participles. Since the participles is a verb adjective, it must be attached to a noun or pronoun. In other words, it must always have a proper subject of reference. The following sentences are incorrect because in each case the participle is left without a proper agreement. 1. Standing at the gate, a snake bit him. Here it implies that the snake was standing at the gate. 2. Going up the hill, a historical monument was seen. 3. Entering the room, the light was quite dazzling. These sentences should be reframed as follows. 1. Standing at the gate, he was bitten by a snake. 2. Went up the hill, I saw a historical monument. 3. Entering the room, we found the light quite dazzling. Some more examples of improved sentences. 1. Being a rainy day, I could not go to school. It being a rainy day, I could not go to school. 2. Being a fine day, we went on a picnic. It being a fine day, we went on a picnic. 3. Crossing the lawn, a snake bit her. While she was crossing the lawn, a snake bit her. Or, while crossing the lawn, she was bitten by a snake. D. Joining pairs of sentences by using participles.